So you're telling me in Zootopia 2, it's only been a week from the events in the first film? Well, it's been 9 years for us. It's about time. Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde team up again to crack a new case, the most perilous and intricate of their careers. I think all of us can agree one of the reasons why Zootopia became a billion-dollar success is that it was unique. It was unique in its approach to the characters, with Hopps, with Wilde, and the world building around it. And in a world where everything is about reboots and remakes, you get some of those references within their own movie, Disney, at least you recognize that there is a problem with that. This is a sequel, right? But it's a sequel to an original film, and that's awesome. And here we are, just took 9 years, but we're still here. And you can feel that they took their time with this story. It wasn't just something that they rushed together or felt like it was made for Disney Plus. Looking at you, Moana 2. No, here it feels like the organic direction where Hopps and Nick would go. We're seeing them go on to a new case and try to work together as a team. Another thing that I do have to admit that I love about Disney Pixar, is that they make films not just for kids, but for the whole family, giving us themes and messages or little cool Easter eggs and references that adults will clearly notice, and there are loads of references. I'm not lying. I want to go back to it actually just to see anything that I might have missed. Never thought I would say this, but there is the Shining movie reference near the third act, the best part in the entire film. Clearly, a lot of older people, I can't believe I'm putting myself in that category, would get. 5-year-olds aren't going to get that. But also on the other side of the filmmaking quality that Disney can bring are some great messages for adults and kids alike. The original tackled prejudice, fear, and how people in power weaponize those things to push an agenda. And the sequel still carries those ideas forward in a way that makes complete sense. People in power want to move things around and don't want a certain type of demographic in this area because they're different. Where have we seen that before in our history? But that's what made Zootopia and now Zootopia 2 stand out from a lot of other animated films on tackling community and embracing our differences and learning to work with one another and communicate. And that's what this story is tackling, communication. There's even a great therapy scene that happens between Hopps and Wilde. Even in their first week, you see how they struggle with communicating. Judy's always ready to rush into the mission, head first, never slowing down, while Nick, he's not really the hero type, so that's kind of his own flaw. He's very selfish, but he doesn't know how to put these words together, and that's why there's never any progress for both of them in their partnership. We also have some newcomers here for this sequel, Patrick Warburton playing the new mayor. I completely forgot that comedic legend Andy Samberg was a part of this story, and he is a great new fun addition. Without getting into any spoilers, one of the best aspects to this film. Greatest aspect, without a doubt the standout for the newcomers, is Quan's Snake. Sorry, Gary the Snake. And that lies the heartbeat of this case, with Wilde and Hopps trying to figure out, why are snakes known to be bad? Or is it just a bunch of tinfoil crap that somebody made up to put up an agenda so that other people can profit off of their pain? Now, I'm not saying this is better than the first. I've only seen this movie once. But without a doubt, I think this is a lot funnier than the first one because they throw a lot of jokes at you. They amp up the references, a lot of Easter eggs, but even with that, it's the character dynamics and utilizing everything that we've had before in the first one and amplify that to a whole nother level in the sequel. 80 to 90% of them do land, so there is that little bit of 10%, and I would say they don't really work around the middle part of the film. That's when the film kind of slows down a bit. They go to a whole new location, and it's fun. I just didn't really find it as engaging as other areas that we've seen in the first film. Overall, Zootopia 2, I think was worth the 9-year wait.